Crusaders taking a page out of Ireland's set playbook. A second phase play from the rugby heavens. So smooth no matter who runs the play. As long as it's executed well, your number 9 should go over untouched. Before we get into it, let me know in the comments who run it better. Stole the play from who? I don't see it as stealing. It's sharing. It's rugby. We're an open playbook. You're running those plays. The team still has to execute it. Defense need to come up with ways to defend it. I love it. Share it across. If you're running it well, it doesn't matter who runs it. You need to execute it still on the day. And ooh, it's beautiful. Hit that subscribe as well if you haven't already. Let's get into it. A cracking weekend of Super Rugby started off with the Crusaders beating the Hurricanes. And what stood out for me was Kyle Preston's try, or at least the second phase set play for that try. It's the same set play we all saw Ireland run versus the Springboks twice in 2 consecutive tests. We saw Bath have run it as well. Scotland have run it. It's lovely. It's a lovely second phase play. And when executed well, it's beautiful. Your number 9 is going over untouched. So let's have a look at how the Crusaders set it up. So Crusaders have run it from a dead ball or from a held up dropout. That's why I think it's definitely a planned move, because what their first thing that they did from the dropout was they make sure they got the ball to midfield on first phase, and that sets it up because you've got both sides to attack from. That means the defense have got both sides to defend from. The defense is split, the defense is half broken in that regard. The pod sets up on the right, and your standard pod with one player in front. He's got an inside runner, he's got an outside runner, he's got the 10 out the back, and then he's got the sneaky inside runner here. In this set play, you've got Shalfoon, the ball carrier. Obviously, it's a big, strong ball carrier, and you've got Callum Grace on his inside and Moa Nanu on his outside. Taha Kimara on the back, out the back play, the fly off, and it's your standard shape off 9. All teams, Ireland running it, lots of the super teams all run it. That nice pod of 3, the ball out the back. It's your standard pod shape. But who's sneaking on the blind side there? And it's the most devastating ball runner in world rugby, in Will Jordan. It's your perfect person to use as that blind side coming through the middle there. Kane's defense is stretched. It's a middle ruck, so you have to defend both sides. You don't know which side they're going to go. As you can see, Roygard, who usually defends right behind that first line, as all 9s do, they kind of shift behind there. And they kind of that second line of defense by themselves. They're covering the little chip kick. But on this occasion, the defense is stretched here, and Roygard has to come up into the line. Doesn't usually defend there. Although he's a really good defender, he gets isolated out here. So he jumps into the line. He's got no clue who to defend. Shalfoon does really well in running with intent towards the line, holding that ball up nicely. You've got a big ball carrier in Callum Grace running back at the ruck, pretending to be that inside runner, and they isolate Roygard really well. As you can see, Roygard is in no man's land, doesn't know who to tackle, and out of nowhere, the ball is left up nicely for Will Jordan, who sneaks in between the two to bust through. He goes through, and it's 2-on-1, and as any good 9 should be on the inside in that support line, running there, and goes over untouched. Beautiful, beautiful set play, and executed to a T. My key points in this one is, so get the ball to the middle for your first phase, and that can be from a dropout or from the line out or from a scrum. Get the ball to the middle. Have good shape from your forwards with a 10 out the back. So you have the 3, so you've got the main ball carrier, you've got an inside runner, you've got an outside runner, and then you've got the player out the back. The ball carrier needs to commit to holding that ball up right at the line. He potentially gets smashed as well. He needs to take that ball up right at the line. The inside runner, so the runner inside closest to the ruck, he needs to take his man back in towards the ruck, and that blind runner needs to time his run beautifully, hide behind the inside runner and pop out at the right time, right in between the two. The support line from number 9 is vital here as well, because you'll potentially have the fullback to beat a 2-on-1 situation there. And you go over untouched. How good. Absolutely love this. Let me know in the comments what you guys thought of this play. Will we be seeing it more? What other teams will run this one? I love this play. Definitely going to try and get my club team I'm coaching this year to run it as well. We'll see how we go. Let me know what you guys thought of it in the comments. Hit that subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you next time.